Oasis Audio presents The Mystery of the Singing Ghost by Gertrude Chandler Warner. Read for you by Aimee Lilly. Chapter 1. The Old House. The Alden children and their cousins, Joe and Alice Alden, stood in front of an old house on the edge of Greenfield. They looked up and down at the 3-story, gray-shingled home. It needed painting. The porch steps were broken, and the windows on each of the 3 floors were a different shape. 6-year-old Benny shook his head.
"This sure is a funny-looking house,"
he said. Joe laughed. "I guess it is. But this house was built in 1900, and in those days, houses didn't look like they do now." Joe's wife, Alice, walked up the 4 steps that led to the wide porch.
"The real estate agent gave me the key," she said. "Let's go in."
The children followed Alice inside. They all walked through the dusty living room and dining room. 10-year-old Violet ran her fingers over an old table that was in the living room.
"This place could use a good dusting," she said.
Henry, who was 14, said,
"Well, I heard the agent tell Joe and Alice that no one has lived in the house for years."
They all walked into a small room with walls covered with empty bookshelves. A huge desk that took up half the room was against one wall. A dead plant was on the floor. Jessie said seriously,
"In all my 12 years, I've never seen a place as strange as this one."
Alice moved toward the door. "We haven't even been upstairs yet. Come on, let's look." As they walked up the stairs, every step creaked.
"Are you really gonna buy this house?"
Benny asked. They went through all 4 bedrooms. 2 of them still held some furniture. Alice peered out of a window onto an overgrown garden. "You know, Joe," she said, "with some work, this might be just right for us."
"I don't think this house is right for anyone,"
Benny said.
"It's dirty and creaky, and it smells funny, too."
Joe looked around again.
"We'll have to think about this, Alice. I'm just not sure."
They all left the house, and the door squeaked loudly as Alice closed it.
"I don't think I'd like to live here,"
Violet said.
"It's creepy."
When Henry's foot went through the wood of one of the porch steps, they all laughed. "I said it needed some work," Alice said. When the Alden family reached the front walk, they noticed an old, white-haired man cutting the hedges that separated his house from the one they'd just been in. The old man sniffed and said,
"Looking at the old Roth house?"
"What's a Roth house?"
Benny asked. The old man snorted.
Roth. That's the name of the man who built the house you just came out of."
"Oh,"
Benny said.
"I'm Charles Farley,"
the white-haired man said.
"I live here. Who are you?"
The Aldens introduced themselves one by one. "We're thinking of buying the Roth house," Alice said.
"Are you really?"
Violet asked.
"Now, Alice," Joe said nervously, "we have to talk about that. If I were you young people, I'd never buy that old place. Never. Take my word for it,"
Mr. Farley said firmly.
"I wouldn't buy it either,"
Benny said. Alice walked closer to Mr. Farley. "Why would you never buy it? Do you think it's overpriced?" Mr. Farley snorted again.
"Who cares about the price? I wouldn't buy it because it's haunted."
"Haunted?"
the Alden children all said at the same time. Alice Alden laughed. "Oh, that's silly. Haunted by what?" Mr. Farley narrowed his eyes.
"By a ghost, of course."
Henry didn't believe in ghosts, but he wanted to be polite.
"Whose ghost is it?"
Benny was wide-eyed.
"Yes, whose ghost is it?"
Mr. Farley started trimming the hedge again.
"It's the ghost of young Celia Roth. She lived in that house with her father until 1917. Her mother had died when Celia was a baby. Then Celia just disappeared. No one ever did find out what happened to her. Her father never spoke of her again."
"How old was she when she disappeared?"
Violet asked timidly.
17,
Mr. Farley said.
Just
Sample complete. Ready to continue?